Tweek has often been in contention for one of the best players in Smash Ultimate. He's often been winning these tournaments playing Wario. That's why when he got matched up against the European player Glutonny, known as the best Wario main in Smash 4, I really wanted to take a look at the set and study all the little things that Tweek did in order to defeat his own character. Now right here, the two of them are just sort of playing footsies, trading hits on each other's shield. Or here, Tweek gets a nair on Glutonny's shield, and he lands, and Glutonny immediately goes for a back air. Tweek's able to use the fast falling speed of Wolf to get to the ground and get out shield already. And right here, he's now able to use an up smash, which will actually cover every single option. You see, Wario may have very quick aerials and a decent airspeed, but they're still pretty short, so he needs to get up in your face to use them. This is why these big moves that cover a lot of area very quickly, such as up smash, are great for punishing, because it will hit Glutonny if he moves to the right, if he stays right above Tweek, or if he tries to fade back. Another thing which really shows Tweek's knowledge in this matchup is right here, when he forward throws him, and then immediately once he sees that bite come out, he goes for the down smash. He knows that Wario is often vulnerable unless Tweek goes for something like a grab or just ends up sitting at shield. And so this down smash is going to completely cover and stop this option that Glutonny was trying to go for. This is just another piece of Tweek understanding the matchup and exactly what to do in these situations. When you're just sitting here in shield like Tweek is, it can be very scary, especially as Wario may try to approach with something like his bite, which is just going to completely catch you out no matter what you try to do if you're just sitting there in shield. You can't really jump out of it, and you can't really roll either, because roll does have a little bit of startup. And so, what Tweek very smartly does here is he knows exactly when Wario is going to fall and land right next to him. And so he just simply spot dodges at that moment, and dodges out the bike entirely. Wario has a lot of great tools, and his bike is one of them. Oftentimes you'll see Wario trying to use it to ledge trap, but he's not the only one that can use it. In fact, once Tweek knocks Glutonny off stage here, he grabs the bike, throws it in the air, and forces Glutonny to just delay on his recovery, because if he goes straight to stage right now, he's going to get hit by that bike. Then, once he does get to ledge, Tweek throws it in the air again, and this is just sort of a timing mix-up. He throws the bike up in the air, and then goes for that neutral air. What happens here is Glutonny realizes that because the bike is all the way up above there, he's going to have to go for a very fast option off of ledge. The only problem is, Tweek is also ready for that. He's covering everything that Glutonny has, and even can try to cover a roll, because this nair will have little landing lag, and he can land and use a smash attack. So guys, before we hop into this next little interaction, I just want to give a quick thank you for 50 subscribers, and also remind you guys, if you haven't already subscribed, to please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you can continue to see more of the Smash analysis content. So, heading into the next moment that I want to break down here, we have when they're both at very high percents. And normally in edge guarding, everybody like Leffen is saying that edge guarding is the best thing to do. But Wolf's poor recovery makes it hard to often justify edge guarding. But what Tweek actually does here is he takes a lot of steps to try and mitigate Wolf's poor recovery to still go off stage and punish his opponent. First, he drops off and goes for that neutral air. And this is going to force Glutonny low, and Glutonny smartly recovers. But the fact that he had to just recover and get back to ledge means that he's not going to really have that many options to stop Tweek. And so what Tweek does is he hugs close to this wall. And Glutonny is forced to drop off, and really, Glutonny's best option is only to hit Tweek vertically. But the good thing about Wolf's recovery is that once it gets started up, which he is down low enough to get the recovery started up, it has a massive hitbox on it, and it's extremely hard for Wario to recover, because he doesn't have a large disjointed down air, but instead that smaller multi-hit down air. And so in this situation, Tweek actually ends up hitting him with his recovery, and sending his opponent to his death. So right here, you'll notice that Tweek is at a very low percent. He's at 0%, and Glutonny is at a higher percent, but does have full WAF charged up. And so I just want to highlight how Tweek plays around his opponent here, trying not to get comboed or set up into any of these waft kills. And so right here, he's just patiently waiting. He's throwing out that laser, trying to keep just out of Wario's range. He's keeping enough space in between them that Wario's either going to have to overcommit to get to him, or that Wario's just going to have to back off and keep waiting for an opening, where Tweek can try and get a kill or force him to overcommit and throw out that waft early. And so they continue to play footsies, Tweek just backing up using that quick wolf forward smash as they just keep going back and forth, and again, Glutonny's just forced to pull back. And now Glutonny tries to again get in him, he goes up high, dodges over him, lands with that nair, and they're just going to continue flying around the stage back and forth until eventually he gets that grab and tries to do more damage. He uses that smart forward tilt as a get off me tool, and just tries to keep pressuring Glutonny, but he never gets too close to him unless he doesn't have to, or if he doesn't have an aerial that he can throw out safely. So here he throws that bike up in the air to just keep trying to cut off Glutonny's options. As the two of them end up trading back and forth, he uses the laser to break the bike, and right there was his one mistake. He ends up using that unsafe nair on shield, and Glutonny tries for that punish, but again, he just smartly jumps out of it. He's sitting in shield again, safe back air, and continues to back up, and the fact that he got hit by that bite was actually okay, simply due to his percentages. He was fine holding shield because any grab that Wario gets isn't going to end up leading into these like waft kill setups as, let's say, a falling aerial would. So holding shield is actually a smart thing to do in this situation. Again, they just continue to play footsies until finally with a smart tech read, he gets those up tilts. And he finally gets that sour spot up tilt, and right here, Tweek just does really the only thing that he can, which is mash air dodge, and he's able to actually get out of this waft setup. Just very smart recognition of every little thing that he needed to be doing to counter the option that Glutonny wanted to get, which was that waft. Finally, right here, I want to highlight something that on its own or in isolation doesn't really seem like much, but I also want to compare it against the context of the rest of the match. So right here, he's sitting in shield, Glutonny's on the ledge, and he waits for him to get up, and then he just shield grabs him. This is a very strong thing where he's just able to keep stage control and do more percent in these last moments of what ends up being the final game. Now he's able to get this crucial grab here because he's been recognizing what's been happening at ledge every time, and every little interaction has been leading up to this. Whether it be him being punished for sitting in shield before, him throwing out an aerial to counter those types of punishes, or him just backing off when he's in shield. Tweek's never gone for the shield grab until it mattered most in this situation. So guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this breakdown of a lot of the little things that Tweek did in order to defeat Glutonny's Wario. Again, if you enjoy this analytical content, please subscribe to the channel. I'm just gonna continue pumping these videos out for you guys. And as always, I'll see you next time. Peace out.